Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Preston Endress. Earlier this morning, a fire broke out in a school in Luzerne County, and the cause is now under investigation. Around 7 o'clock a.m., the Plains Township Fire Department was called to the Solomon Plains Junior High School building for reports of a found blaze in a room. Fortunately, there were no injuries, as no students inhabited the school. According to officials, the fire caused 6 rooms to sustain water damage, along with filling hallways with smoke. Due to this incident, students will now be attending classes virtually, as the building will be closed Friday, with hopes of it reopening Monday, November 24th. On Wednesday, November 19th, a man managed to escape from a chase during a 4-person attack in Wilkes-Barre. Reports indicate that officers were dispatched to the area of Alexander and Elizabeth Streets, where a man was being pursued by another man armed with a knife. The incident took place at the 300 block of South Main Street, where a group of 4 arrived at an SUV and approached the victim. The victim claimed that the group attacked him 6 times in the face and ribs. Despite being able to run away, the suspects pursued him into a nearby backyard. One of the suspects carried a large knife and swung it at the victim. According to police, the victim managed to escape the chase by ducking and jumping over the assailant and the fence. As of now, the identities of the suspects have not been revealed, as police are still investigating the incident. A Bloomsburg woman has been linked to a shoplifting at a grocery store on multiple occasions dating back to last year. Ivora Irons has been accused of using fake $100 bills to pay for items and receiving change last September at Wise Markets. She also handed the cashier another counterfeit $100 bill in exchange for 5 $20 bills. Store officials notified Bloomsburg police the next day when Irons tried to buy 2 more items using another $100 bill and was turned away when the cashier noticed it was fake. She was told to go to customer service but left before stopping there. Irons was later identified when she was asked to show identification when buying cigarettes in another visit. Store security video also proved that she is responsible for wringing out $306.78 worth of items between February and May and another $531.91 worth between September 1st and November 13th. Irons is charged with theft by deception and retail theft. Her record shows that she also has a prior retail theft conviction in Union County in 2016. A Butler Township man has been charged not once, but twice for violating a protection from abuse order filed against him in a span of 1 week. 33-year-old Ryan Klein was first arrested on November 14th for contacting the victim's phone, which violates the PFA order. He was arraigned by Magisterial Judge Daniel O'Donnell, who set his bail at $5,000. He posted bail and was released from prison the next day. Police later followed up on a November 13th complaint from the victim about Klein attempting to break into her home around 8:50 p.m. In an interview with police after his November 15th release from jail, Klein admitted to being at the victim's house, which is also a violation of the PFA order. Klein turned himself in Tuesday morning and was arraigned on a second charge by Judge O'Donnell. Klein was initially unable to post the $5,000 bail and remained in prison before posting bail and being released a second time. Klein will face charges in Luzerne County Court. A Scranton man is facing charges for a huge theft. According to police, Mark Williams, age 61, stole up to $6,000 from various convenience stores. On Tuesday, November 18th, Williams was arrested in a separate case where he allegedly gave authorities a false identity. Williams was identified after the Scranton Police Department started investigating by looking into different thefts, looking into trespassing reports, and finally reviewing surveillance videos. Mark Williams is now facing multiple theft and trespassing charges. Coming up on WYLN News, a hotel in Danville is offering those in need a place to stay during the winter season. Plus, Wilkes-Barre/Scranton International Airport has reached an agreement for airport security. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Brought to you by Lehigh Valley Health Network, part of Jefferson Health. With LVHN Same Day, Next Day Cancer Care, you can get a video visit with a clinician within 48 hours following a cancer diagnosis. Learn more at lvhn.org/cancercare.
Hi, my name is Victoria and I'm 7 years old. Tomorrow the weather will be cloudy.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts, just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
And you will love the feel-good feeling you get when you shop at Grand Central in Nescapec and Hazleton. You will enjoy a no-pressure professional sales staff, experienced delivery crew, service after the sale,
and don't forget, everyday low prices.
No matter what you're shopping for in your home, we have you covered with top brand names like Flex Steel, Lazy Boy, England, and Dillon Custom Rugs.
With our enormous selection and the flexibility to finance interest-free for up to 60 months, Grand Central makes it easy to make your house a home.
This week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, if you know of anybody that's addicted to anything, Grace Ann is a specialist to give you some clarity, to change their life and your life. So please, watch this week's show.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. Hey, did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network. Attention WYLN viewers, WYLN TV can now be seen on the Hazleton Service Electric Cablevision HD tier, channel 507, and over the air at 35.1. WYLN, we're your local network.
Welcome back to WYLN News. A hotel general manager is helping out those who need it in the cold winter months. Danville Suites GM Martin Moses is offering hotel rooms for $5 a night for those who need it. Moses said that around this time of year, the 80-room hotel only uses about 30 to 40 rooms, and he sees so many homeless people that he wanted to make a difference. He said that on top of providing a place to sleep, the hotel also provides breakfast, clean water, clean sheets, and cable TV. There is a minimum of a 5-night stay. He said that since announcing the $5 rooms, the hotel has been able to help more than 25 people. Moses said he offers a work program for those who stay at the hotel where some people do laundry and get paid for each load, while others take care of rooms. Moses says that he is always helping out the community and he gives out Easter baskets and backpacks, so him offering the $5 rooms is nothing new to show his kindness. As of right now, rooms at the hotel are limited, but staff can add you to a waiting list. The hotel is also looking for donations of food, soap, and detergent to help those staying there. For more information of the discounted rooms, you can stop in the hotel off of Route 80 at 21 Valley West Road in Danville, or call Moses at 267-271-8843. The Pennsylvania Gaming Control Board announced that 10 people have been banned from Pennsylvania casinos and online gambling apps after breaking numerous laws. These individuals have been placed in the involuntary casino exclusion list, which includes multiple adults who left minors unattended while gambling in the casino. Being placed on this list prohibits people from playing in a Pennsylvania casino and playing on an online betting site regulated by the board. A Danville man was charged with violating a no-contact court order filed by his ex. 33-year-old Michael Mensch made multiple attempts to contact Tashara Campbell about matters not related to the custody of their children. During the duration of the messages, Campbell told Mensch to stop harassing her, and he ignored her and continued to message her, according to arrest papers. Police say that the messages contained lewd and lascivious language. The messages also included threats to harm her and her lil boy, referring to her new boyfriend. Scott Township Police verified an active PFA from June 6 against Mensch that is in effect until May 2026. Mensch is charged with making threats and harassment along with contempt of a court order. He was arraigned and was ordered to be held in Columbia County Prison under a $10,000 bail. An agreement has reached for the Wilkes-Barre/Scranton International Airport. According to officials, Luzerne and Lackawanna counties have reached a tentative 2-year agreement to continue providing law enforcement officers at the airport in Avoca. Having boosted security is important for the safety of travelers and the community. The cost will be split, with the airport paying 50% and both counties paying 25%. Luzerne County Manager Emilda Crocomo thanks the Lackawanna County Commissioners for recognizing the importance of reaching an agreement. The agreement will take effect once it is signed by all parties, where a meeting will be held in Piston Township by the airport board. Coming up on Freeland's News Choice, Wyln historian Chris Fulmer leads us down the path through history with Lewisburg Part 4. Stay right here on Wyln. We'll be right back.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Pete Casalika in the greater Hazleton area today.
For a better customer experience, visit Fairway Subaru in Hazleton. Fairway Subaru has been providing generations of customers with Subarus. With exceptional customer service they've come to expect. Check out our selection in person or at fairwaysubaru.com. Fairway Subaru, the right car, the right price, the right dealer.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brooks night guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brooks night guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to brooksnightguard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's brooksnightguard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Something is out there. What it is, no one knows. However, since its first sighting, there have been numerous reports of strange lights in the night sky. Some say they are extraterrestrials, flying saucers. But to all of those seemingly unrelated uncertainties, there is one common thread.
Solo Spaceman. Watch Solo Spaceman on WYLN Thursdays at 1:30, Saturdays at 7, and Sundays at 4:30.
And I'm 7 years old. Tomorrow the weather will be cloudy.
After World War II, drive-in theaters began popping up around the country. Lewisburg caught on to this craze with the Silver Moon Drive-In, which opened on Route 15 on May 28, 1952, with the Betty Grable film Meet Me After the Show. Owned by Frank Lewis and Frank Royer, the drive-in had capacity for 660 cars and featured a 55 by 62-foot screen that could withstand a wind of 70 miles an hour. The drive-in, though, quickly ran afoul of local religious leaders when it started running films on Sundays, in violation of Pennsylvania's blue laws that were still in the books at that time. The owners received a $50 fine each week, but chose to ignore the law, which they considered silly. Local church leaders, however, felt quite differently, despite the Silver Moon being used for outdoor church services. Led by Bucknell professor Dr. Charles Bond, they filed a formal complaint with the local township to force the drive-in to stop showing Sunday films. Those who support the Silver Moon's policies placed an initiative on the ballot in 1953 to overturn the blue law in question. It would, however, fail. Both sides continued to push their position until the drive-in received a cease and desist order for Sunday showings in 1955. This would only last for 2 years before the blue law was finally overturned and Sunday showings became fully legal. The Silver Moon remained a stay cinematic presence for the next several decades thereafter. In 1977, its car speaker system was replaced by a car radio transmitter. At the time, it was only the second drive-in on the East Coast to have this. Flea markets also started being held in the property as early as 1973. One such market moved full-time to the property in 1989. 1 year later, the Silver Moon Drive-In would close, with the last showing being a double feature of Firebird and Miami Blues on June 17, 1990. Today, the Silver Moon Flea Market stands on Route 15 where movies were once shown. By 1950, the Korean War had broken out, and men from across the nation, and in Lewisburg as well, once more answered the call to arms. Among them was George H. Raymer, who had been born in Myersdale, Somerset County in 1927, but had moved to Lewisburg as a young man and graduated from Lewisburg High School in 1944. With World War II then raging, Raymer had enlisted in the Navy and served there through the end of the conflict and into 1946. Following his discharge, he enlisted at Bucknell with a major in political science and history. While there, he enrolled in the Marine Corps Reserve Platoon Leaders Program. Following his collegiate graduation in 1950, Raymer returned to Lewisburg High, where he taught history and high school civics. He would be called to active duty in January 1951, however, and was deployed to the Korean Peninsula 4 months later. On September 12, 1951, as a member of Company I of the 3rd Battalion of the 1st Marine Division, he was engaged in the Battle of the Punch Bowl, the last major Allied offensive of the conflict before it settled into a stalemate. Raymer's platoon was assigned to take a hilltop on Heartbreak Ridge, where a North Korean bunker was raining down heavy fire on Allied forces. Despite taking heavy casualties from enemy fire, Raymer led his men to the top of the hill, where he personally destroyed the bunker. North Korean forces then counterattacked the position, and eventually Raymer was left with no alternative but to order withdrawal. He stayed behind to cover his men while they escaped. Despite being wounded twice, he continued to hold his ground, allowing his troops to get away, and for 3 of his men that had been mortally wounded to be taken off the battlefield. Eventually, he'd be fatally wounded when the North Koreans finally overran his position. For his courage under fire, George Raymer would be posthumously awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor, which was accepted by his widow Jean in January 1953. This medal can now be seen on display inside the Union County Courthouse. George Raymer's body was returned home to the Lewisburg Cemetery, where he rests peacefully with his battles now over. Hurricane Agnes crushed all of Pennsylvania in 1972, and the Lewisburg area did not escape its wrath. The town would be heavily inundated when the Susquehanna and Bull Run Creeks spilled over their banks, leaving the town heavily underwater. Responsible for getting those stranded to safety was Public Safety Director Gordon Huffnagel, who was in his second year in that position following 28 years as Lewisburg's police chief. On June 21, 1972, Huffnagel brought his boat through the floodwaters up to South 6th Street to Catherine Street. His mission was to rescue Joseph and Agnes Murphy, who were stranded in their house by waters nearly 7 feet high. He got the couple out, but immediately afterwards his boat capsized, sweeping him and the Murphys into the maelstrom of Bull Run Creek. Huffnagel did not survive, nor did Mrs. Murphy. His body would be found 3 days later and ultimately was laid to rest in Lewisburg Cemetery. In his honor, Huffnagel Park now stands in Lewisburg as a lasting tribute to the man who gave so much to his community.
7 years old. Tomorrow the weather will be cloudy.
It's cold out there. Call S.J. Kowalski for the best products and solutions to help lower your energy costs and keep your family safe and comfortable this winter. Our professional team has unparalleled experience with all the latest innovative types of heating systems. We're a Lennox Premier dealer, installing high-quality equipment, providing the ultimate experience in comfort and climate control while being energy efficient. S.J. Kowalski, heating and cooling the way the earth intended.
WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online.
WYLN TV 35 is expanding and is on the hunt for a dynamic salesperson to join our vibrant team. If you've got the passion and the drive, we want to hear from you. Send your resume to the email displayed on your screen. Don't miss this great opportunity.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
Hello, I'm WYLN historian Chris Fulmer. Pennsylvania's communities are filled with interesting history. Come with me as we discover the people, events, industries, and other historic facets of local towns.
When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@WYLNTV.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network.
Hi, my name is Victoria and I'm 7 years old. Tomorrow the weather will be cloudy.
You're watching WYLN TV 35.